What is up, guys? Cypher and welcome back to another Outerplane video. I've just finished recording the update video and it's time to get into deep dive into Christina, right? Sounds very wrong, but that's what we're gonna do, right? Can't help it. The new hero Christina, a hero who grants powerful buffs to her allies, inflicts debuffs on the enemy when the enemy uses non-attack skills, will be joining us during the upcoming Drop Rate Up event. Honestly, design wise, again, design 101, these guys are like godly when it comes to design. So apparently she's gonna be a headphone bearing chick, apparently, right? A shield, a defender. She's a fire elemental defender, so interesting. So this is the first ability, Voice of a Songbird. Seems AoE, right? Or not? No, I think it's single target, right? Yes, a single target probably. Effect seen AoE, that's her second skill. Her passive, Bursting Patriotism, and that's her ultimate ability. Damn, this sounds really cool. This looks really cool, like the soldiers turning and obeying to her command. And this gives me the vibes of that the Pirate Flan from Epic 7, kind of, right? Except the terrain is land and she was water, but really cool, Perforator. So she's kind of like that quirky mix of, cute and commanding, and most of all, she's a defender. Like, she's definitely one of the weirder defenders that I've seen in the game, and I'm all for it. Like, defenders are not, supposed to be always these, thick people, or like, people who are like, having like very muscular bodies. Like, they can be like this as well, right? Like, what's the harm in looking like this and being defender? No harm. Right? Again, let's move on before we get cancelled. The new hero Christina will be added to normal recruit after Drop Rate Up event ends. Again, like I said, there's this timeline is not fixed at the moment. It's tentative because developers have said that the patch might be coming a bit delayed, so it's not going to be originally. It was at 25th September. It might be coming a little bit later, and we'll be updated through the social media handles like Discord or again Stove page. Taking a look at her skills, her first ability is Voice of a Songbird. Again, this is really cool that they have painted a great picture. So usually what they used to do was they did not tell us exactly what the skill did, but now they have this differentiation, so before enhancing and after enhancing. So I'll always be reading after enhances, like, because we need to gauge the full potential, the maximum potential of a hero. So we need to take a look at the abilities when they're maximum enhanced. So her first skill is attacks an enemy, just single target. After attacking, if the enemy has no buffs, increases the cost of its priority by 15%. If the enemy has a buff, has a 60% chance to remove one buff from the target. Looks super weak. Period. Like 60% chance, like that's so low, bro. Like that's so low. That should be like minimum 80 or 100. That should be 100%. Come on, like that's an A1. Like that's a full entire ability. Right, like you need to waste an entire turn to be able to use this, and if anything it's gonna do is just like 60% chance is like almost 50-50, honestly, right? It's so low, like it should be more, definitely more, and the priority by like 15%. Like Notia does it by 20% for all allies, and she's just doing like self priority push of like 15%. That's so bad. Like honestly, the first skill is just leaving a bad taste in my mouth already. Like this is not at all good. Like at minimum there should be like 100% chance to remove one buff. It's only one buff as well, right? Come on, how hard can it be, right? How hard can it be? The burst effect says +3 turns increased effectiveness after attacking, so this is kind of like Tamara. 120 reduces weakness gauge +1, and 160 is -2 turns on all cooldowns. Again, not really relevant in PvP, but for PvE, again, this might be decent because effectiveness is going to be really high, or really high priority stat if you're looking to build her, because her skills so far look like she's dependent on accuracy and effectiveness so far, right? Her second ability is Bursting Patriotism, so it's not a passive ability, it's merely an active ability. When an enemy uses a non-attack skill, activates an agile response. It's really funny they use agile response. Like, man, is that not Tio's second ability, right? Grants all allies attack and defense for 2 turns, and increases the cost of priority by 20%. right? And this is maximum skill, right? Or does it go down to like 3 turns? It has to go down to 3 turns, right? After skilling up. Like, no way this is like 5 turn cooldown after being enhanced, right? Anyways, so I'm assuming it's not, right? So maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, guys, so thing is, even if it's on a 5 turn cooldown, this is super bad. First things first, increase attack and defense for 2 turns after enemy uses a non-attack skill. So instantly, this skill is, I think this might be good against teams like which use Cindy, Valentine, really like Tamara, right? If of course if you're not using Tamara's S3, if you're only using even S2 is an attacking skill, so it's not gonna be good against Tamara. It's gonna be good against like Cindy and like which makes said Valentine, Leo's, again Mayne, all the healers, right? All the healers really. Aste, Red Aste, who else? Siren, stuff like that, right? Stuff like that. But it's only for 2 turns, and again, attack and defense increase and increasing her own priority. It's not gonna be it, because the priority is only 20%. Like, what's 20% really gonna do, you know? So far, her skills look super underwhelming at the moment. Perforator. Attacks all enemies, has 100% chance to inflict unbuffable on all targets for 2 turns. Okay, so this is on a, how much skill cooldown? So it's on a 4 turn cooldown, right? Assuming this is not included. So it's on a 4 turn cooldown, and it's an AoE, 100% chance to inflict unbuffable on all targets for 2 turns. Really makes me think, why is it only this? Like, it should be something else. It should be something added on top of it. Like, where's the strip? Like, if this was like a strip, like, you know, she had a chance to like strip like 1 or 2 debuffs from enemies, that might be really good. But but like, just as it is, like, even Alice has better skill, bro. Like, Alice is like gains AP. Like, this is not it, right? This is not it. She seems, you know, to be made in mind to be anti-cleave, but overall I think she's not going to be anti-cleave at all. Because keep in mind, even this exclusive equipment reduces the enemy team's buff durations by 1 when bursting patriotism activates. It's only reducing it by 1 turn, bro. So cleavers, they generally give you like 2 turns, 3 turns worth of buffs. So even if you're reducing the buff duration by 1 turn, they're still gonna go in. They're still gonna kill your team. It does not matter. It does not matter when it's only reducing it by 1, right? So again, seems like a weak ass debuffer, weak ass, I don't know what to say, weak ass anti-cleave unit. Very weak, super weak. And the thing is, she's gonna be super slow because she's defender. So again, I don't see her use at the moment, right? I think she is average at best, like at the best, you know. Maybe in the future she'll be like really cool to use. Her dual attack effect is after attacking has a 50% chance to remove 1 buff from the target. Super low again, but it's again a dual attack, so when is it gonna be even used, right? Chain finish effect restores 25 chain points after attacking. It's kind of saying like Noah, right? Apart from that, it's really kind of underwhelming. Again, I'm gonna say it right now, underwhelming AF. Like, I would not recommend to pull for her at the moment. I think you know people need to test her more. I'll probably just get a copy of her just for the sake of it, because I'm a content creator and I like to collect, right? So I'll probably just, you know, try to get a copy of her from the mileage that I've saved up. Apart from that, I would not recommend pulling for her, especially, you know, on her own battle, because I think that might be a waste of currency, honestly, to save. I think Smilegate has done a really good job at giving us like some chance to save for the next hero. Potentially, you know, a good one, because this one is not it. This one definitely does not look it, right? It does not look like she's anywhere close to the level of Tamara. Like Tamara, if you're looking to pull, just pull right now. Like, pull right now for Tamara. Do not wait for this Christina trick, right? Christina trick seems interesting, but you know, she's not really seems to be fitting in any team. At first I might think she might be an anti-cleave hero, but the more I look at her kit, does not seem that she's going to be, you know, practically be able to counter cleave teams, because she does not have enough resources to, you know, strip the buffs. Like, reducing it by 1 duration is not going to be it when your Valentine is going to give you 3 turns worth of crit damage, and Cindy is going to give you accuracy and attack. Yeah, that's it. That's it from my side. Honestly, do let me know what your own thoughts are. Even the Transcendence is pretty bad, like Team Resilience plus 3%. So in total 6%. Really very weak. Looks super weak. Coming to the question if you should pull for Christina or Siren, you know, even if you're in the boat of summoning, I'll probably again advise you to skip. And, you know, if you're using your ether, just use it on Demi Aste, because that should be anyways your #1 priority to summon on. Save your tickets, you know, save your special recruitment tickets, normal tickets, save everything. Honestly, this seems like a buffer week for me. Buffer 2 weeks worth of buffering. Kind of insane, but that's what it is, right? Anyways, I think the next year is going to be probably something super strong, probably something at the level of Mania at least. Mania or something like what is it? Probably something like a Veronica. Not really Veronica, because Christina is literally a defender. I think we're gonna get a warrior next, you know, something like a warriorish. So expect that to be really good. Again, she seems underwhelming at the moment. You know, I might spit back on my words, so that's something we need to test in the future. But as of now, as of my first impressions, she seems underwhelming. You know, that's the verdict from my side. What's your own take on her? Do you think Christina is worth the summons? Do you think you'll be pulling for her? Do let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you later. Peace out.